Hello, lords and ladies. Welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon.
Spend a summer with your grandpa, honey. It'll be an adventure.
That's right, Gwen. This summer, you've got tons of Ben 10 reviews to look forward to, and it'll be quite the trip. I know this review is late. I promised it months ago, and thanks to the theme of Season 2, you're finally getting it. If you haven't already heard, I'll be reviewing 2 Ben 10 episodes a week. To find my review of episode 1, either click on the card in the top right corner of the screen, or feel free to look through Cartoon Hangout Season 1's playlist. Episode 2, Washington, B.C., gives us the series debut of not only 3 new alien transformations, but also the kooky villain Dr. Animo, who seriously reminds me of Jackie Chan's uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures. Is that just me? Maybe it's the nose, and the receding hairline. Now, you think a villain like Dr. Animo wouldn't be a threat, or an interesting villain, but you'd be wrong. Well, at least you'd be wrong in this episode. I vaguely recall the writers treating him like a joke in later seasons, or the sequels. But right now, in this episode, he's an interesting villain. Or at the very least, he's fun. He also represents the other side of the coin for Ben in this episode. See, Dr. Animo turns to villainy because he thinks he deserves an award, whereas the beginning of this episode has Ben lusting after some sumo cards and believing that he deserves them for being a hero. Of course, by the episode's end, he learns his lesson, and that being a hero is its own reward, even if he'll probably forget that by the next episode. Therein lies one of this episode's and this show's greatest strength. The show has some good messages for kids, and yes, even adults, that aren't so obvious they're groan-inducing. You want your lessons to be subtle, or else you risk people dismissing them outright. The episode also features a lot of pretty laugh-out-loud moments, such as the one I opened the review with, or Ben as Heat Blast freaking out over a kid's sumo cards after rescuing people from a burning fire.
No way! A gold sumo slammer card! Where'd you get it? I've been searching all over for that!
And dang, look at that. No overly slapstick comedy moments either. Man, don't you just miss that in cartoons? Although I wouldn't call this episode as great as the first one, it's just as fun. And isn't that what you want your Ben 10 episodes to be? I can't really think of any specific thing in this episode that dragged it down or was bad. So I think we have another good episode on our hands. The action throughout is very satisfying, from Forearms taking on a reanimated woolly mammoth to his battle in the skies as Stinkfly. It just looks so smooth and exciting that you could really lose yourself in the moments. I did, however, stop to really admire the backdrops, and I have no idea what this effect is called, but I do love the style the artists on the show use. It doesn't feel grainy, I just don't know what else to call it, other than an interesting choice for the show. Perhaps it makes the character stand out more sharply. Either way, I can't think of another cartoon that looks like this, especially not in 2016. Anyway, that's my review, Ben 10 Episode 2. What did you think of this episode? Let me know down in the comments section below, and thanks for watching.